What's up, guys? Welcome back to the next video in learning PHP Object Oriented Programming. My name is QDS Dani, and you guys watching my channel Koraiwood. This is very cool videos. This is my favorite. I like to instantiate my class, so whatever class I have, a Koraiwo social, I want to instantiate, and now I use my objects. Keep in mind, this is just example. You guys don't have to put an object here. The reason I put it because I just wanted to show you guys the objects. Alright, as I said to you guys, with the objects, you guys can use the object operator. As you guys gonna see, you guys can put a dash, and you guys can put a greater than, looks like an arrow, and we can use this one later on in the future videos, in the upcoming videos, that how we're gonna use this inside our class. And keep in mind, you guys can use this inside the public. So we're gonna see how we're gonna use this one. It's called object context referrer. We're gonna have a class. How you guys gonna instantiate? You can instantiate our class. Make sure you can once you guys create a class, you can create another one, and you can instantiate it there. You can say, for example, another page here with the index, and you can instantiate your class there. Make sure you require or include this file, and you guys by now should already know how we're going to require and how we're going to use our include our files. So that was the earliest lesson of the PHP that I could remember. I have shown you guys include once and require once, as far as I can remember. That was the video that we have made inside the basic PHP. But this is object oriented programming, and this is you guys should know this one before you guys coming and learning PHP object oriented programming. Alright, so now we're gonna get rid of these two functions, and we're gonna make room for our class and objects. Alright, so now I'm gonna put it all together so you guys can see. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of these two. Okay, now we have a class, we have a variables, and we have one method which is function hello, and this one is outputting here welcome to our website. Say this is a class, you guys can go here outside the class. Make sure you guys go outside the class. You guys can create your objects while you are in the class. So it starts from here. If you guys looking here, you can you guys here there is a few three lines. Epsilon here looks like epsilon in mathematics. So once you guys, there is an arrow here, small arrow. Once you guys press this one, you guys can see all the contents inside the body of your class. So you guys gonna come here to create objects. You guys need to put a name. What name do you guys want to put? You guys want to put an object? What do you guys want to put a name? Say, for example, mine one is social, Koraiwo social. For example, I can put a wood, or I can put a Koraiwo. I can put anything I like. So for example, I put a Koraiwo, and I put an object. Keep in mind, don't be confused. You guys can put an obj, or you guys can put anything you guys like. So in my case, I'm going to put a Koraiwo, say for example, object of my class, because objects, keep in mind, are instances of the class. So we put a new. What is new? With the new, now you guys are ready to instantiate your Koraiwo class. And keep in mind, you're outside the class, and you guys can put the name of your class, and that's about it. Now you guys have effectively we have created the object, so we can we have created object of our class. And keep in mind, objects are instances of the classes. That's how we're going to instantiate this one. Say for example, if you guys creating a car, you guys can instantiate your class. First, you guys need to instantiate your car, and then you guys can put a sedan, you guys can put a hatchback, your station wagon, you guys can put any source of the car. So big car, small car, Ford, Falcon, Toyota, Camry, you guys can put a Honda, you guys can put anything you guys like, any sort of cars, whichever cars you guys like, Ferrari, Lamborghini, whatever cars you guys like, you guys can put an object, because whatever cars you guys specify, that's going to be it's going to belongs to the, say, class car. So now with in our case, because we're creating the Koraiwo social, now we're going to create a Koraiwo, say, social object or something like that. So now this is your variable, object variable. Now this holds everything. So this is now your object. Okay, so now we want to know all the contents of our class. How we gonna know all the contents of, they say here we have a content public name, first name, last name, email address, gender, age, and message. So how we gonna access all those? So for example, we can do that, and you guys need to put a print R. And if you guys remember what is print R is when I was showing you guys the for each loop, I showed you guys what is print R, how we're going to see the background, what happens with the PHP, and even with the photo upload. I have shown you guys the print R and our preview with the HTML. So you guys put a print R if you guys want to see the basic functionality of the PHP, what's going on behind the stage or behind the scenes. So we can put a Coraio object. Alright, so now we are here at the PHP Object Oriented Programming. Then on the next folder is classes, and it's going to be the first class. So we're going to go here in our browser, which is the Firefox, and we're going to see that we are PHP Object Oriented Programming OOP. Then we're going to go in the classes, and we're going to see that we have a first class here. So when you're going to create and look at here, it says Coraio social, and that's the name of the class. And we're going to say the object, and what's the object? Object's going to be the first name, it's going to be the last name, it's going to be the email address, and it's going to be the gender, and it's going to be the age, and this message. Where this one's coming from? This is the properties of this class. You guys looking here. As I said to you guys, with the objects we can get the properties and we can get the methods. This is the properties of this class. You guys looking here, first name, last name, email address, and we're going to see here first name, we're going to see last name, email address, gender, age, and message. So now you guys keeping here, don't worry about this one, we're going to deal with this one for later on. But now you guys need to understand this one, that we have created the variables here and all of them is public. And we are looking here and we can see that because we instantiated our objects and we can see all these properties here. How cool is this? And keep in mind, some programmers you guys going to see here, they see put a Coraio social and they're going to put their variables here. Say for example, they put it here, say for example, they put a name and they put a, say for example, name. And that was not the name, but that was the first name, for example. First name, and they put a last name. Say for example they do it this way as well, last name, and they put an email address, and once we go in there and look at here, we're going to see the same, exactly the same. We're going to see the first name, last name, email address. We didn't get any error. So some people they do it this way, because you can put all the properties here as well, no problem. So don't be surprised when you see some people they do it this way, but if you do it the way I did it here, so here you just put the name of your class, and you guys need to put a new. It means you guys instantiating this one. So when we go and refresh, we didn't get any error. Even though I've done, there is no parenthesis here, I'm just pretty much fine. So for example, how about if I come here and I'm gonna initialize this one. For example, I'm gonna put it, the first name is gonna be, say for example, it's gonna be Kodrat, for example. And how about the last name? And I'm gonna put the last name is gonna be, say for example, Yazdani. Alright, so now you guys think what's gonna happen with our here with our objects, because we have a first name, we have a last name, we have an email address, we have a gender, we have an age, we have a message. For example, what's going to happen? Say for example, you guys can put an age and you guys can put a 30. Alright, so now we're going to come and with this one, with our with the new keyword and print R, we're going to see the objects here, and once we refresh, you guys going to see that we have filled this one. We have put the first is Kodrat, the second one is Yazdani, and the age is going to be 30. So whatever you guys going to put it here, you guys going to be say there is an equal sign and there is a greater than here, just like an arrow, just like here object operator. But that's for us. And the way print R works, that's the way print R shows the objects. So that's how the print R shows the objects, and that's how we have to put all the objects, and we can access all the objects here. So how about if I instead of here, I don't like to put it my anything here, I want to leave this alone, and I'm gonna leave it alone. How about if I do it after the instantiation? Say for example, we have instantiated this one pretty much fine. Say we're gonna put an echo, and we put a break. Say for example, if I wanna use my all my properties here, all these variables. Say for example, instead of putting there, I want to put it here. That's how I'm going to access with this one. So that's what I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do this. Say for example, you have a Coraio object here, and we have seen all this, which is going to be here. So what you guys going to do is that you guys going to put your object. So you guys going to put your object, Coraio object. That's your object. You guys going to put this the dash and greater than, which we call this one the object operator. So we're going to put our object operator, then you guys use your variable, and the first name, which our variable is going to be the first name. So the first name, and then you guys use equal, and you guys can put the same ones. Say for example, you guys can use a quadrat, and you guys can repeat this with all your other ones. Say for example, whichever you guys like, you guys can put your Coraio object, and then you guys gonna put the last name, and you guys can put a Yazdani, for example. You guys can put a Yazdani, and you guys gonna come here, and you guys gonna put a Coraio object, and then you guys gonna put your object operator, and you guys gonna put, say for example, email address, and my email address is gonna be, say, quadrat at say Coraio.com. Keep in mind, this is just an example, imaginary. There is no, I don't have anything like that, just an example. Don't worry about this. Say for example, you guys have gender and age, so you can put a Coraio object, you can put a Coraio object, you can put a, say, gender, and you can put a male, and here you can put age, you can put a Coraio object, and you can put an age, and you can put a, for example, the age is 30, and Coraio object, you can put a message, and you can put our message, welcome to my channel Coraio Wood on YouTube, Coraio Wood on YouTube. And keep in mind, if you are watching my channel, say not in the Coraio Wood, make sure you guys watch this video on Coraio Wood, because Coraio Wood is a channel, that's my channel on YouTube. So you guys gonna come here. Now we're gonna do the same. We can put a here, print R. We're gonna bring it here, and we're gonna park it. We're gonna put it here. Alright, so now what do you guys think? The first one's correct or the second one's correct? Now we're gonna see. So we have to here, if you guys look at here, the first one is show us the first name, last name, address, whatever, but it's totally empty because the first one we are referring to this one. Alright, so now the second one, the second print R, because we have added some values. So this one we initialize the value on the first name, we initialize the value on the last name, we have initialized the value which is the email address, we have initialized this one on the gender, and this one, keep in mind, is int. We didn't wrap it around. So with the ints, you guys don't need to do this one, or doubles or float. And keep in mind, this is called literal string. With the literal string, you guys need to put something. So this is called initialization. Whenever you guys initialization, so whenever you guys put something here, make sure you guys initialize. If you guys want to do that with your literal string, that's how you guys are going to do that. And you guys need to put this one somewhere very close to your bedroom, or you can put it close to your door to remember this one. And this is object operator. So we have created objects with the new, and we put the class name, and this is the name that we provided. You guys can put your own name, you guys can put your parents' name, brother name, sister name, whatever name, your children's name, any name you guys like, your pet name. So here you guys look at the background, just like you want to see the background, the mapping, whatever you guys gonna call it. So we can hear what's gonna happen behind the scene. This is just for a break, because you guys don't want to see it all in one line, because we want to see it in two separate lines. So to see what happened, and now we have initialized it, all our variables, we have put a lot of values to our variables, and here we are looking here at our object here. So now you're telling me, now you ask me what happened with our method, because we have a method hello as well. What's going to happen with our method? Okay, so now we're going to come and we're going to look at our method, because you guys need to put an echo, and we're going to put a break br, and we're going to look at our method as well, because the method resides in the same class. So we're going to, if you guys want to create your access your method, then we're going to come exactly the same object operator, and you guys can put this one hello. Okay, so now you guys don't need to do anything else, and we here effectively are gonna access any method you guys have. We can access it with the object operator here. So if you're looking here, that's our method here, and now we're gonna come here and for example we refresh, and it says that welcome to our website. So where this welcome to our website is coming, this welcome to our website is coming from our here. It's coming from here. So if you guys wanna say make it uppercase, so you guys what you guys gonna do is that you guys make a double one here. You guys pass some sort of h1, and you guys gonna put your concatenation here, and make sure you guys gonna put the concatenation here, and you guys gonna be and your HTML tag, which is gonna be the h1. Okay, so now when we come here, and you're gonna see this is gonna be bigger. Why it came is bigger? Because we have added the HTML here. We have concatenated, we have wrapped it in HTML. Even though we are here at the PHP, now you guys can do that. So you guys can put a h1, and then you guys can put your dot here. This is called concatenation in PHP. So with the other languages, you guys can put a, say for example in Java or C++, you guys can put a plus, but with the PHP we don't put a plus, we put a dot. So when you do this, it means you guys can come here and you guys can see whatever you guys put it there inside your method. So now in this video, now I'm going to wrap it, and I'm going to finish the video with the object operator. Make sure you remember this. With this one, this is a very cool new stuff, and in the future videos we're going to go on this, which is called object context referrer. So I hope the spelling is right, but if not, I'm going to fix it, but that's not important at the moment, because at the moment you guys need to learn this object operator, and here we have we are accessing all the methods and properties. This one is our method, and this is our properties. And if you look, looking here, we are accessing with the object operator each and every all of our variables here. So that's how you guys instantiate, and how we're going to instantiate with the new. You guys need to put a new, and you guys can instantiate. And this is called the same as a variable, but this is called object variable here. Say for example, you guys normally have your variables here. This is the normal variable inside the class, but this is an object variable. Why this object? Because it's an object and a variable. So because this one holds everything, whatever is inside this class, all the goodness of this Corio social, this one holds, and you can access with this one object operator. So with this guy here. So that's how you guys access. But keep in mind, a lot of languages you guys can use it with the dot, but because dot is already reserved in a PHP, as I have shown you here, you guys can access C++. You guys can do this way, but we guys not allowed to do this in PHP, because PHP reserved this one for concatenation. And say for example, if you looking inside the PHP, they do concatenation with plus, but they have put this one for accessing all the properties of the class. But in PHP Object Oriented Programming, they removed this one, and so they put it this new stuff here. This is also in C++. In new C++, you guys are going to see this one as well, but this is used mainly in C. So if you guys are interested in my C++, make sure you guys go and watch my C++ that I have started from all the way to 0, and I have shown all the way to the templates and polymorphism and everything. So whatever you guys need to know and to be expert inside the PHP. So that's how we can access our properties of the class, and that's how we're going to create our objects, and that's how we're going to access our methods in PHP. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you guys like the video, thumbs up. If you guys have any question or comment, leave in the comment box. Make sure you subscribe my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.